Well, boys, it is another day back out in FS25. I just stopped by the gas station to grab some snacks, but today is the day we get Elevated AF open. Now, we are still very early into FS25 right now, so the mods are limited, but we're gonna make do with what we have. And if you guys are looking for some of the mods in this video, I'll have the Patreon links down in the description. Anyways, since I've got the necessary tools to get to work today, such as Red Bull and snacks, we're gonna head out to the new property. And it is literally right up the road here. It's this big open stretch of land here. I paid a pretty good amount of money here, but you know what? It is what it is. Property's not cheap, close to town, but it is prime real estate for a truck dealership. Now, we've got a couple tools here, such as the Kubota skid steer, and then this really interesting thing, cross between a skid steer and backhoe JCB deal. Yeah, I don't know quite what it is, but it's kind of cool. Anyways, it should work for everything we need to do today, and with any luck, we'll actually have a truck dealership right about there. Now, I've got this bush hog on the front of this JCB here, and we're basically gonna try cut out a little bit of a path and then where we're gonna want the shop so we can lay down some gravel, get it all nice and neat, and get the shop built, of course. So I'm thinking right about here is where we turn, get kind of an outline going for where we want to be at here. So I'm thinking that should about do it for the outline. I know it's not very square. We'll make it square eventually. This is just getting a general idea. Oh, look at that. Even got a little fan spinning in the cab. Okay, so that should about do it for the outline here. I'm gonna take the Kubota, and we're gonna get this all down to dirt. That way we have our kind of rough outline complete, and then we're gonna be getting to building. So a little bit later, and this is where we're at here, I did extend this quite a bit because I kind of want to put some sort of like a lot out here. It maybe has like some ramps that you can drive up on, or like a pile of rocks or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. They have that at most dealerships. We're kind of going nice and open with the lot. Gives us lots of options. So lucky for us, building does not take a long time inside of Farming Simulator. So this is the shop we're working with. Now, this is a very temporary shop, and we may or may not be getting something bigger and cooler built, way better than the original dealership we had in 22. But now we got to get some gravel brought in, do some landscaping, probably build some hills up here so we can have like cool displays and stuff, so we don't just look like a boring old dealership. Well, it has been a good bit of work, but we actually have a kind of good looking dealership. I wouldn't say it's the best, but you know what? I think it's gonna work. Now, you might notice an International sitting here, and I picked this up as a new hotshot rig. We got another PJ trailer for it as well, and then I ended up picking up this forklift for the shop because we always need a shop forklift, and this one's a lot fancier than our old one, so should do the trick. Now, while the shop itself is not the fanciest, it should get the job done. I mean, we don't got any lifts or tools in here or really anything, but I think it'll do the trick. I hope, at least for the time being, until we get into a more suitable shop. I did not mean to open that door, but we also attached an office onto this shop, so have a nice little kind of waiting area. Got desks, some PCs, good enough to make a sale. Now, since I am very desperate for inventory right now, I have procured 4 trucks for us to go and pick up. Now, my hotshot driver, who is not here yet, but will be here shortly, is bringing me back 2 trucks, and I have to go pick up 2 trucks that I found on Marketplace by myself, which is fine. I have not picked up a truck in quite a while, but I think it's long overdue. So the first truck we're gonna go pick up here is actually quite similar to mine, and it's actually just right up the road, about as close as we can possibly get to the new dealership. And actually, it might be a bit cleaner than mine. So this truck is owned by an old local farmer who I guess wants to get into something a bit newer, so he's getting rid of it. And oh man, that thing is clean. It's like in a King Ranch paint job, but it's a Lariat. Huh, I'm guessing I'm gonna go talk to him, see if I can work out a deal. So long, old timer. Pleasure doing business with you. He told me he originally bought this truck because it matched his overalls. Go figure. I should probably put the ramps down a bit more. And I do not kid you, this guy said he's upgrading to a 2024 F450 Limited. He said the farm did really well this year, so I guess he's spending his grain paycheck. And a 2024 Limited F450 dually. That is something. But this truck is so dang clean, I am happy to take it off his hands. Actually, I should have loaded that better because we may have to fit on 2 trucks, depending if I can actually, well, fit a second truck on there. I guess we'll find out. So the next truck we're gonna go take a look at is possibly one of the more rare Chevys. It's a 2006 Duramax Remington trim. I have personally never seen one. I've seen them on the internet, I guess, but that's it. They are apparently incredibly rare to find, so I guess we'll see what this thing looks like. And it looks like my hotshot driver hasn't left yet. Hopefully he gets on that. I'm pretty sure this is it up on the right. Am I gonna get my trailer in there? I guess we'll find out. Try not to go into a drainage ditch if we can help it. it, crank it on over. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to do some maneuvering here. Screw it, I'm going on the side of the road. So this is it, a 2006 Chevy 2500 Duramax with a Remington trim. That is crazy. Let me take a look at this thing. Man, it's just one of those trucks that you don't think exists until you see it in person. This is real. Very nice trim compared to the regular ones. A very rare truck that commands, at times, a price. And this truck is incredibly clean. Now, the guy said he did put a leveling kit on it, and he did have wides on it at one point, but he kind of took them off and put whatever these are on, the stocks, and what are these? All-terrains? Goodyear all-terrains? But I seen a picture of it with wides, and dang, did it look good. Oh, look at that. It's even got the little Remington badge in the back. That is cool. I wish Ford did something like this, because that would be sick. A Remington trim on a Ford? I'd buy that. All right, well, I've spent way more money than I ever cared to on a Chevy, but I have bought it. Now, I moved my Super Duty up all the way to the front. I don't know. We're going to try fit this other truck on. I doubt it is actually going to fit, though. Oh, dang. This thing sounds mean. I forgot to mention it is straight piped. Well, we got it on by the skin of our teeth. We're on the ramps, but we're on. Wrap that sucker down, and let's get going back to the dealership. All right, well, I've made it back to the dealership here. Now, as I said before, we are running limited facilities. We do not have a terrible amount of stuff in the shop, but I'm gonna hire a couple local people here and see if we can get some truck builds actually up and rolling here so we can have some inventory, because as it stands, we got nothing. And that startup sound was wicked. I got one truck in here, and I had an idea. If we need like some sort of a hoist or a lift, we can just use the forklift. That'll work. All right, well, both trucks in the shop. I'm interested to see how this goes. All right, so it's been a couple days here, and needless to say, we have actually made some progress. Now, my hotshot driver just got back with these two 2018 Duramaxes. They're 2500s, really nice trucks. One's kind of a blackish gray. We got a nice blue here. A little bit stuck in the bumper, but not too bad. Anyways, these two trucks are up next to get built somewhat so we can actually get some inventory, of course, back in. But on the inventory that is now finished is the 2016 and the 06 Duramax. Now, the 2016 F350 here, we did a very similar setup to my personal one. Did a little bit of paint match, which we had to outsource for the time being because, well, we don't have a paint booth. Put some mud flaps on it, some JTX forged wheels, did a tiny little bit of a lift kit, and other than that, that's really all we did to this. Kept it very, very simple, very clean. Kind of wish we would have paint matched the mirrors, but oh well, I'm sure it'll sell as is. I think we already have some people interested in it that have just driven by, and we're not even open yet officially. And then we've got the Remington 06 Duramax here. Did some paint matched, JTX forged wheels, changed up the headlights, changed up the grille, added some cab lights, changed up the mirrors, and then one of my new guys at the shop here thought it'd be funny to crank the keys on the front. So it's just a little tooted back. Needless to say, he no longer works here. And since these two are now done, we're gonna get them out front, so hopefully they can sell so I can have some more money to go buy some more inventory. And right up there. Perfect. I think that might be a bit of a steep slope. We may have to adjust these. I put some lights up top here, so when it's night, these kind of illuminate. But yeah, might have went a bit too steep on the slope. We'll fix that later. And we'll get one up here as well. This slope is not as bad. Still probably needs a little bit of adjustment, but I can work with this. Yeah, okay, that slope is still bad. Never mind. Anyways, I'm gonna get these GMCs unloaded, and we're gonna get to work on them as well. Well, it's been a couple more days here. I've just been getting some office stuff ready here, getting geared up, ready to go, because today we are officially open. Now, the two Duramaxes are finished. We'll see those in a minute, but we just had a guy bring in this 3rd gen Dodge. He wants to change up the wheel and tire setup, but I think we should be able to do that for him. Really nice truck, just needs some new wheels and tires. Well, it doesn't need them. I mean, these Graps look like they have plenty of tread on them, which is kind of a first. You don't normally see Graps with tread on them unless they're brand new, driving out of the tire shop. Anyways, I believe the last Duramax is on the lift, getting some finishing touches done. Don't worry, this is OSHA approved, not dangerous whatsoever. But yeah, not looking too bad. So it has been a few more days here, mostly due to the 3rd gen build, but I'll show you guys why that is in a minute. Anyways, the Duramaxes are now finished, and man, they look good. The black one here, we did some paint match, put some new wheels on it, JTX forged. Actually, I think same cut as those ones right there. Tossed the tune on it, made it have a little more get up and go, so it's a really, really nice truck. I believe this one's actually already sold. Then the other one here in the nice blue, did a little paint match on it, also gave it a tune, and then some TIS wheels. And I think this one is sold pending a deposit. So yeah, considering we've only been open for a few days, we're already bringing in some business, and things are looking looking good. But I gotta say, this new setup, I'm liking this. Definitely catches your attention from the roadway. Now, the third gen. We were originally supposed to do wheels and tires. It got a little out of hand. So we did some brand new tires, some more mud style deals, which look really dang good, even more aggressive than a mud grappler. Then I think some of the coolest Alcoas ever. Look how good those look. Gotta love them. Got a brand new sport bumper in here, paint matched it, put a light bar in there, and then some brand new Alpha Rex headlights, which just, oh man, this setup cannot get much better than this, which I kind of want to keep this truck now, but it's not mine to keep. Customers. At any rate, the shop's probably going to be a little empty until we get some more trucks to work on, as for now, we don't actually have anything else. And marketplace around here, it comes and it goes. There was a good truck that I missed out on that could have been added to this week's collection, but unfortunately, I missed out on it. And it was a really good deal too. Kind of mad about it. Anyways, let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited to see Elevated AF back up and running. And like I said, don't worry, this is a very temporary setup till the new shop's done, but we had to get up and rolling in 25. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe and goodbye.